Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 5 Minute Crypto, the channel where we cover the most important crypto news in just 5 minutes. Back again with another crypto update. And right now, this is by far the most interesting article and the most interesting situation. A duo, I believe two South African brothers here of like 18 and 20 something, have vanished with 69,000 Bitcoin. The stash at its peak was worth $4 billion, and this, guys, is a really strange situation. So, the story is two South African brothers made away with nearly 70,000 Bitcoin earlier this year, apparently running with reserves of AfriCrypt, their own crypto exchange platform, and bagging one of the biggest crypto heists in dollar terms ever. AfriCrypt was set up in 2019 and advertised bumper returns for investors, but those hopes didn't take long to turn into broken dreams. Here's Don Petty Cash, who put on Twitter, AfriCrypt claimed to have grown from one-man operation to one of Africa's largest and most successful AI trading companies, end quote. Ever heard of them? Nobody did. That's the start of any great scam. Would you hand over your money to a 19-year-old and a personal equity trader? But wait, what if the 19-year-old had 5 distinctions in metric? Ray Create was incorporated in Hong Kong, but domain was a Durban address. And it basically comes down to these guys most likely had the plan for a little while, and the trouble started back in April, not too long ago, when Amir Kaji, the elder brother, told clients that the company fell victim to a hack. Kaji told clients to not report the incident to authorities at the time, citing an extended recovery process if the cops were involved. But that did little to subside client fears. We were immediately suspicious as the announcement implored investors not to take legal action, said legal firm Hanekom Attorneys. The legal team appointed to work on the case. AfriCrypt employees lost access to the back-end platforms 7 days before the alleged hack, it added. Calls made by lawyers to both Kaji and Rais Kaji, his younger brother, went straight to voicemail. The company website is non-functional at the moment, and the employees remain in the dark as well. Then, the next few pages go into the advantages of AI trading, except these are generic slides with sections of text which appear to be pasted verbatim. No detail on how the system actually works, nothing. Quote, a trader will never beat a machine, end quote. And you're also not seeing your money again. And then, we were hacked. Also, please do not take legal action. How are you going to retrieve stolen crypto? Even the excuse letter was badly thought out, because again, that's what it basically says. Don't worry about it. We urge all clients to please be patient, but in the end, if a crypto hack occurs, you're never getting that money back. Everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows that very well. But yeah, let's quickly move on. Billion-dollar stash. During investigations, Hanekom Attorneys found that AfriCrypt's pooled funds were transferred from its South African accounts via tumblers and mixers, software which jumbled up Bitcoin addresses to make them untraceable, and use of other Bitcoin pools. This stash, worth $2.3 billion today, was worth over $4.4 billion at the peak. It is many multiples of South Africa's $140 million trading volume and comes as a jolt of shock to local lawmakers, many of whom have been scrambling to regulate the crypto scene in the country recently. And as such, the AfriCrypt case comes months after the operators of another South African company, Mirror Trading International, made away with over 29,000 Bitcoin, or over $1.2 billion last year. Meanwhile, local authorities are set to be on lookout for the brothers, but the duo have seemed to vanish without a trace thus far. And like many of these guys, if you have more than $1 billion, they're never going to find you. Hawks, an elite, whatever, I don't know even what it said here. Point being quite clear, be careful with your money. I made a video on the JustTBC channel yesterday. I didn't even post it just quite yet, but I already made it yesterday about crypto exchanges and why you should be careful. Here's just another key example. Is this the most recent news? Debatable. It's actually been out there for a little while because, well, I mean, the hack itself was a long while ago. But it's only now that people are starting to realize that, yeah, nobody's ever going to get their money back. They're definitely gone, and it's most likely going to cause for some trouble in South Africa, as this was the biggest exchange by far and potentially the biggest crypto hack ever, or I should say scam, at $4.4 billion at the peak, or I guess at the current moment, 2.4, maybe 2.7 billion. I'm not exactly sure. If they scammed somewhere throughout April, then it could be that it was the all-time. I'm not exactly sure when the all-time high for Bitcoin was just now, but could be that it's freaking $4 billion that they took. What a crazy situation. But yeah, just be careful, guys. Be on the lookout for yourself. Never have too much money on exchanges. That is kind of the summary here. Hopefully you all enjoyed this little update and learned something here, or at least are shocked as I am. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video, maybe later today, or we'll see.